and welcome to Tuesday Fitness Yoga. We're going to start with ourselves lying down on the floor. We're going to, if we want, we can keep our knees bent and bring the knees in towards each other. Place our hands on our lower part of our abdomen and our chest. Tuck our chin down. We're just going to feel the breath come into the body through the lower part of the lungs, then into the middle, and then into the top. And we're going to breathe out. We're breathing in. And we're going to try breathing in for about 3 seconds. But we're going to see if we can breathe out for 5 seconds. So making that breath a little bit longer out than it is in. But with that breath out, just letting the body relax down. Just trying to get rid of the day. Any thoughts that come into their head, just ask them, acknowledge them, that they're a thought, label them. Just tell them you'll get back to them in an hour. Feeling the lungs fill in 3 dimensions. So from here, we're going to take our hands down by our side, palms facing up. We can keep the knees together, but we're going to lift our head off the floor and bring our chin to our chest. And hold it here for 3 breaths. Feeling the stretch through the neck. We're also starting to work them muscles in the neck. We're going to breathe out and bring the head back down to centre. And we're going to take it back. So we're lifting that chin up, pushing the chin towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch. If you want to move that chin side to side. And then bring it back to centre. We're going to bring our ear towards the floor so that we're looking over our shoulder. We want to make sure that our chin's tucked in. It's not sticking up in the air now. And then we're going to bring it over to the other side. Looking over the other shoulder. Keeping the shoulders relaxed on the floor. And then bringing it back to centre. So we're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder. We're tucking our chin, making sure it's not sticking up in the air. We're pushing the hands towards our feet. And then bringing it over to the other side again, chucking in that chin, bringing the hands down towards the floor. Bringing it back to centre. So bring the feet back up. Take one leg straight down, and then the other leg you're going to lift up so that it's in line with your knee. Bringing the other hand out in line with the shoulder, place it flat on the floor, and bring the leg across the body, but keeping the shoulders down. Use the hand on the leg as a little bit of a weight to push the leg down. You can turn and look towards the opposite hand if you want. And then we're bringing it back to centre, and we're changing legs. So we're bending the knee, lifting it off the floor, bringing the other leg away, swapping hands. So now the opposite hand on the leg, the other hand's out in line with the shoulder. We're bringing it across the body, keeping the arm flat down. Feel that through that lower back. It's a beautiful stretch. And then bringing it back to centre. We're going to swap sides one more time. So lifting up, breathing out. It doesn't matter if the leg doesn't go towards the floor, just that you feel the stretch through that lower back. And let's bring it to centre. And one more time, changing sides. And bringing it back. So bend both knees. You're going to roll over onto one side, keeping them knees bent and bringing the palms out. So you've got your palm, bottom palm turning up, the other hand on top. We're going to draw a circle around our body. Let your head relax on the floor. If you want to, you can always put a block underneath if it doesn't feel secure there. Imagine grabbing a piece of chalk, stretch the top hand out, breathe in, draw that circle up and around the body. Keep them knees together. Follow with the eyes, bringing the hand all the way round and all the way back to the front. Let's do 2 more on this side. Breathing in. Letting the body go all the way round and back to centre, but keeping them knees together. Last one. Feeling the stretch through the shoulder, but also through the waist, through the chest, through the back. And bringing it back to centre. So we're going to change sides, roll over. The top hand, the bottom hand's palm up. The top hand goes on top. It's reaching forward as if it's got a piece of chalk. We're breathing in to lift. We're breathing out to roll around. Bringing it all the way back to the front. Breathing in to lift the arm up. Breathing out as it comes all the way around. Last one. And then bring it back to centre. So bring yourself back onto your back. Keep your legs bent. We're going to take this into a pelvic lift. So knees in line with the hips. So again, using that fist if you needed to make sure that it's in the right place. I'm going to lift my arms up, but you're going to keep your arms down, turn the palms over, lift the shoulders, the shoulder blades underneath so that the neck feels nice and long. We're pushing down into the section of the back so that the pelvis is tilting up. Then we're going to push all the way down and try and increase that arch in the back. As we do that, we'll feel the arch in the neck increase as well. As we breathe out and we push down the spine here, we should feel the neck sort of push down, the chin tuck in. We're breathing in, we're making that arch really big, the chin's lifting up. We're breathing out, we're pushing down, the back's going down, the chin's tucking in. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, feeling the 2 arches in the spine get bigger. Breathing out, the arches flatten. 1 more. Now from here, as we're breathing out, we're pushing down, but then we're going to lift up, and then we're going to breathe in as we're lifting the bum off the floor, stretching back. As we come down, we're tilting the pelvis in, we're breathing out. We're rolling all the way to the edge. The chin's lifting, the back's lifting. We're pushing down, we're breathing out. The chin's tucking in. We're lifting up as we breathe in. The neck remains flat. We're breathing out to bring it down. And breathing in to stretch that back one more. Push down, breathe out, lift. And breathing in, taking it down. Rolling it one last time, and this time we're going to pull the knees back with us as we breathe in. And then roll yourself up onto your bum. Lovely. So we're going to go into a forward bend. So make sure that your pelvis is tilting backwards. Your pelvis is not tucked underneath. So you want to tilt it back. Pull the toes back. Now it doesn't matter where you go as long as you keep that back nice and straight. We'll keep the hands down. We'll pull the shoulders back. Tuck the chin in. Breathe out. Try and bring your chest or your belly down onto your thighs. Then breathe in, lift the arms up. Keep the shoulders down, pull the belly in, breathe out, reach forward. You don't have to go all the way, it's just where your arms can reach. Breathe in, lift. Let's do 1 more. Breathe out, go forward. Good, lovely. And breathe in, bringing it back up. Good. So we're going to go into a lift leg twist. So we're bringing our 1 foot in. So if we bring our right foot in, we're grabbing hold of it with our left hand. You're going to try and push the leg out straight. If it doesn't go straight, it doesn't matter, you can keep it bent. From here, you're going to breathe in, taking the hand round to the back. Hold it there. You can straighten that leg, straighten that leg. If not, don't worry about it. So we're going to bring the hand back round to the front, and we're going to bring the leg down. So let's try the other side. So bringing the foot in, so grabbing it with its opposite hand, try and stretch the leg out. Take the hand off, take it round to the back. And then bringing it back to the leg, bring the leg down. Okay, so we're going to do one more of these, then we'll take it into the forward bend. So the second time we're going to come up, we're going to come over. So we're looking in this direction, and then we're dropping in this direction, and then lifting up. Okay, so it's 3 moves. So let's bring the leg up. Push it out. Take the hand round the back. Hold it here. And then we're taking the foot down. We're bringing ourselves up and bringing the arm up towards our ear. Lovely. So we're looking to the side. We're pulling with the elbow that's holding the foot. And now we're going to breathe out. We're going to turn over and look towards our legs. Pull ourselves down. From here, we're reaching over and changing hands to the other foot. We're lifting up. We're taking it out to the back. We're dropping the foot. We're reaching the arm over towards the head. We're using the arm that's on the leg, holding onto the foot to bend, to pull us down so our ears going towards our knee. But now as we breathe out, we're going to turn and bring ourselves down. Pull the shoulders back, drop the elbows to the floor. We're going to swap hands to the different legs, lift up. Swap hands, take it round the back. Lovely. Then bring the leg down, bring it over the top. And twist, bring it down. Last one, swap them hands, lift it up. Take into a twist. Take the foot down, bring it into a side bend. And drop it forward. Lift the arms, breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, bring it down. Bend your knees up. Turn them out to the side into butterfly. So we're going to roll over onto our side. You can place your hand down, keep that knee on the floor, give the other leg a push out. And then we're bringing it back to centre. We're rolling over. You can bring the elbow down if you want, but it's more about the knee. And push. And we're going over again, so rolling. And push. So with this, we're feeling it right into that joint, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, but the joint of the knee. Plus you'll feel it into your ankle as well. And it's still working them sides. Let's roll over. And then we're bringing it up. We're going to pull the feet in and we're going to open them like a book. So we're opening them as if we're reading the soles of our feet. And again, you'll feel that push down into the sides of the thighs. And then bringing them up. Take them over and bring it in to torso twist. So we're going to go round the other side, staying, keeping our legs where they are, but looking in the opposite direction, using the arms against that leg to push. We're bringing ourselves back to centre. We're undoing the legs and we're bringing them round the other side. So again, grabbing hold of the leg, taking it round the back, having a look over the back of the leg, the same side as your leg. So it doesn't really matter if you go the wrong way, because we're going to swap round anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then taking it round to the other way, using your hand by your leg, using your arm to give push, give a twist, feel it open at the front. We're bringing it back to our centre. That front leg is coming round. We're pushing up into down dog. Now walk your feet, bend one knee at a time, pushing one heel down. And then we're going to bend one knee and you're pushing the heel of the other foot down, but you're pushing your chest in towards your leg so that you feel that nice stretch right through the calf. So let's do the other side. Stretch the heel towards the floor, bend the knee, push your body in towards that bent leg. And let's do one more on each side. Bend the knee, stretch the heel towards the floor. And last one. Bend the knees, look forward and step or jump the feet in, reach up. So we're going to take it into sun salutation. Keep the hands in line with the chest or into back prayer if you prefer. You don't need to see my head, you can see my feet. So, standing with our feet in line with our hips, tighten up our thighs. Pulling our inside, make sure that we're stepping all the way around. We've pulled in our pelvic floor and our abdominals, we're bringing our shoulders back and down. We're finding a spot on the floor, bringing our hands to prayer, into back prayer, back whatever prayer you prefer. Closing our eyes if we can. Thinking about what brings us to yoga. So we're going to breathe in, lift up and reach back. As we breathe out, we're taking our hands into a swan dive, bringing our hands towards the floor. If our hands don't go to the floor, we can bend the knees, we can put a block, whatever feels easier for you. As you breathe in, you're going to lift up into a half bend. So coming in so that you're in line with your hips. We're taking it back down. We're going to step back with our right foot into warrior lunge. So we're dropping our hips. We can keep our hands here. We can come up onto our knees and push down. We can lift them arms up. Making sure that our bum isn't sticking back, that we're tucking our hips underneath. Bring the hands down. Step back to down dog. Come up onto your tiptoes, push the body in a little bit more, roll forward to plank. If you need to, bring them knees down, bring the chest down, drop the hips, lift to cobra. Tuck the toes. If you need to push back, jump back up to down dog. Lift the left leg up in the air, and you should find the foot of the right heel will go down a little bit more. We're pulling this in towards the chest, looking forward, stepping it between the hands. If it doesn't go, we yank it up. Again, we're dropping the hips. We're lifting up, tilting underneath, lifting the arms up if we feel we want to. We don't have to. We're taking the hands down. We're pushing back and we're stepping forward into that forward bend. Lift the head, bend the knees, stretch up. Let's breathe out, take it down. Breathe in, look forward, drop the shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out, step. I've missed the breathe in, sorry. I missed the breathe in to lift up into half bend. Then breathe out, step back. Let the hips drop. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, step back. Breathe in, lift up onto the tiptoes. And breathe out, come forward to plank. Breathe in, lifting up to cobra up dog. And breathe out, pushing back to down dog. Breathe in, lifting the right leg up in the air. Then step it through, breathe out. Breathe in to lift. And breathe out into forward bend. Breathe in to lift up. Hands together. Breathe out. I'm not having good with technology today. My CD, I don't know why my stereo's decided to turn itself off, as it doesn't normally. So, we're going to take ourselves into bent leg triangle. So we're taking our feet slightly wider than our hips, and we're turning our one foot out. Now we don't want them hips to go, we want them to stay forward. But we need the knee and the foot to be in line. We can bend that front knee, but we don't want it going over the toe, the heel lifting. We want to make sure that it's nice and flat. And we don't want the knee to roll in, we want it to stay nice and straight. From here, we're reaching the arm out and we're reaching over and bringing ourselves down onto our knee. This top hand can go behind the back and we can pull the elbow back, look up. You can also reach it up and have the thumb over your head or bring it over towards your ear. So from here, we're going to lift up and breathe in and take it back into reverse warrior. Drop the hand down, lift the top one up. But we're keeping that knee where it is. We're going to breathe out and reach forward. And if we want, we can go a little bit lower, but we don't have to. We can still stay here. We're going to breathe in, lift up, and go back to reverse warrior. Let's do 2 more of these. Breathing out, taking it down. We might want to go a bit further. Breathing in, keeping that knee where it is. Reverse warrior it. Breathe out. Taking it over. Breathe in. Lifting it back. So now we're going to come back to centre. Straighten that leg. Turn it back in. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So turning the foot out. Keeping the hips forward. Bend the knees. Push down through the outside of the foot to make sure that we've got nice strong legs. Take the hands out by the side. Reach forward. You can bring it down. Again, bring it behind the back if you want. Lift it over the head. It's up to you. It's your body. Listen to it, not me. Keep the knee where it is. Go into reverse warrior. We're breathing out as we're moving forward. We're breathing in as we're moving back. 2 more. And our last one. Bringing it up. Bring the hands back to centre. Straighten the knee, bring it back in. So we're going to take it into our reverse. So we're going to twist with this. Same sort of thing, moving in and out. So we're turning, we're going to bend, but we're going to twist. We can take the hand to the back, we can take it down, we can lift it up. But we're turning and reversing back the whole time. But we're keeping the knee where it is. Okay? Yep. Here we go. Turn that foot out. Bend the knee. Reverse all the way round. Bring yourself down. Reversing out. So the arms are coming back. Think about flowing them arms up and down. And reaching back. We're breathing out. We're coming round. And lifting up. We're reversing back. So we're windmilling them arms if you like. Moving back. 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Breathing out. Breathing in. And then we're straightening the leg. We're bringing it back. Are you off, Fee? See you later. So turning out the foot. Bend the knee. Reverse it round, breathe out. Breathe in, take it back, stretch back. Breathing out, reversing in. Breathing out. Oh, you okay? Lifting out. Breathe out, taking it down. Breathe in, reaching back. Last one. Breathe out. And breathe in. Straighten that front leg. Turn it back in. Walk your feet in. So we're going to take it into a deep forward bend. Now with this, you may want your band. So with your band, you can always stick it underneath your foot. And then from here, you can pull down. So you're pulling your elbows out to the side. Let me do it that way. You're pulling your elbows out to the side so that it pulls you further down. If you can get to your big toes, you're trying to hook your fingers around your big toes. And then you're pushing your big toe into the floor so it locks you in. From here, when you want to come out and you want to relax, you bend your knees and let your head relax. To bring yourself in, you're dropping your head. You can straighten one leg and then one leg, pulling down, or you can do the two legs together. You're tucking the chin in and you're breathing out, pulling yourself in towards the legs. And it's a lovely stretch for the backs of the legs, backs of the thighs, backs of the calves. Pull the belly in, push down. So to come out, we're just going to bend the knees and we're going to look forward. And this just relaxes that back. So you can come back up if you want, but we're going to go back down again. So it's best just to stay here. So we're going to do it again. We're going to drop the head and turn this way. Drop the head, straighten the legs, bend the elbows out to the side, pull down. And again, we're bending the knees, we're looking forward. We're going to undo the hands and let the fingers have a little wiggle. And then we're looking up, we're going to stretch our arms out and push up. And then if we want to, give our hips a little stretch forward. And bringing it back up. So we're taking it into standing splits. Now, if you've got a block, you may want to block underneath your hand if you can't get to the floor. So if you need it, it's always there. So from standing, from mountain pose, you're stepping 1 foot forward. You're having the weight even between the front and the back foot, but you're pushing the hips back, pulling the belly in, reaching down to the floor, to the block, wherever you want to go. So an inverted V, letting the head drop down. You're moving all the weight onto that front leg. And then you're seeing if you can lift that back leg up in the air. Good. Lovely. Now we're going to bring that back foot down and we want to place it exactly where it was before. And we're bringing our weight back so that their foot is even. We're looking forward. We can have our hands to our waist to start off. Pull the shoulders back, tuck the head in, lift up. And then step the feet back to mountain pose. So let's try the other side. Step the foot forward. Keep the weight even. From the hips, push down. Imagine someone's pulling that leg back. bring the hands down, let the head drop down. Now we're moving the weight to the front foot, coming up onto that tiptoe. When we're ready, we're lifting that back leg off the floor, lifting it up into the air. Good. And then we're bringing that foot down, bringing the weight back, hands to the hips, lift the head, bring it back up. Step the foot back, bring it back to mountain. So we're going to go down, but we're going to see if we can move our hands and hold on to our leg, but still keeping one hand on the floor. So changing legs. This time if you want, raise the hands above your head, stretch them up. Breathe out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out, stretch out. All the way down to the floor. Bring the weight forward and lift the foot in the air. So if it's your right foot that's down on the floor, you're going to start with your right hand and grab hold of the back of your calf and see if you can use that hand to pull yourself in a little bit more. You can always take it back down if you feel wobbly. While you're here, take that hand down. Now it's the opposite hand you're going to grab hold of the leg and you're going to give a pull in. Which one feels better? Which one feels safer? So again, as you're pulling in, trying to kick that leg up in the air. And then we're bringing it down. We're moving the weight back. We're taking the arms in line with our head. We're stretching up. We're bringing the feet back. We're bringing the hands down. Last one. So lift the arms up. Bring the foot forward. Stretch out. Bring the weight forward. Lift the leg. So the same hand, same leg. You're reaching that off the floor, grabbing hold and giving a pull. Every time you pull the leg towards you. So we're going to do Maltese cross. So we're bringing the leg all the way down, pulling it towards our chest, but keeping the leg as straight as possible. Now if it's your right leg, you're going to hold on with your right hand, put your left hand on the floor and take your right leg out away from the body. So you're stretching it out to the side. If it's the right foot, it's going towards the right. Lovely. Then we're going to bring it back to centre. And we're going to swap hands. So now if it's your right leg, your left hand's grabbing hold, your right hand's going on the floor. You're going to bring it across the body, but you're not going all the way over. You're just going to feel it pulling right at the back of the knee, right through the calf. Try and stretch that knee, straighten it as much as you can. Then we're bringing it back to centre. We're grabbing hold with both hands again. And as we breathe out, we're pulling the leg in and we're going to try and lift our head up towards our knee. And then we're bringing it, bending the knee down. Let's change it. So we're lifting the other leg off the floor. Bring the band around it. Keep the knee bent on the other side if you want. We'll straighten it on the second time. Straighten the leg as much as you can go. Push that knee back. Pull that leg in towards you, but keep them shoulders down on the floor. So we're pulling it in. We're grabbing hold. Same leg, same hand. The other hand goes on the floor. We're taking it out to the side. bringing it back to the centre, swapping hands, taking the hand down, bringing it across the body. Push that knee. If it feels like it wants to bend, try and straighten it. Even if you have to bring it further back up to the centre, but try and push that knee so you'll feel it work through the back of the leg. Then we're bringing it back to centre. The two hands are grabbing hold of the rope or the band. Straighten the knee, pull it in, breathe out, lift your head up towards your knee. And bring it down. Bend the knee, unhook. So we're going to try one more time, but this time it's the leg that we've kept bent the whole time. We're going to keep that straight. So we're bringing our right leg up. We're straightening our left leg out. Toes pointing upwards. Use the band or your hand, whatever you prefer. Straighten it up, straighten that leg up, shoulders pulling down. Keep the toes of the straight leg on the floor, keep them pointing up, keep pushing that knee down. Pull that leg back. Same hand, same leg. Take the leg out to the side. Bring the leg back to the centre. Swap hands. Now bring the leg across. This time you're going to go all the way over. You're going to try and keep the shoulder on the floor, but you're going to try and bring the leg all the way over on the other side, even if the other toe turns as well. Then we're bringing it back to centre. Two hands come up to the leg, the toes on the bottom leg, left foot is pointing up. We breathe out, we're pulling our leg and our head together. And then we're bringing it down, back to centre. Bend the knee. Bend the leg, bring the foot back down. Let's try the other side. So bend both legs. Bring the left one in. Hook our band round if we need to. Straighten the leg up. Bring that right leg flat down onto the floor. Toes pointing up. Breathe out. Pull that left leg in towards you. Keep pushing that right leg down to the floor. Same hand, same leg. Take it out to the side. Bring it back to the centre. Swap hands. Take it across the body. Bring it back to centre. Two hands again, grab hold. Breathe out. Pull the head and the knee together. And bring the leg back to centre. Bend the knee. Unhook it. Bend both legs. So I'm going to get you to roll over onto your side and bring yourself up to your knees. So we're going to take it into monkey. We're going to do it nice and easy. We're going to go back between the two. So you're bringing your foot forward and bringing your hands down. You're then going to lift your toes up and push out. If you need a block underneath, you can have a block. But you're going to push forward and drop the foot down. Push the hips to the floor. Then we're rolling back and we're lifting them toes up. We're pushing forward, dropping the hips and pulling back, pulling that toe back. Let's do 2 more on this side. Push forward, drop the hips, pull back, pull the toe. Last one. Push forward and pull back. So we're going to pull that foot in back onto the knee and then bring it back behind. So let's try the other foot. So bringing it between the hands, turn the toe, push it forward. Then we're going to push the toes down and push the hips to the floor. And pull back, pull that toe up. Pull them toes right the way back. Push forward. Pull back. 2 more, I think. Pull forward, push forward. Rubbish at counting, I can't even count to 4. Pull back. I think, how many have I done? 1 more. Push forward. And pull back. So we're pulling that foot in and we're taking it back. So we're taking it into our, bringing it a little bit forward. I'm going to come back just a touch. We're bringing the leg forward. Again, we're turning it up. We're pushing forward and then we're seeing if we can bring that back leg back a little bit more. It might not go. Then we're pushing back and we're pulling that toe. And then we're wiggling. So we're side to side and we're moving it forward. We're seeing if again we can move that back leg a little. Now if you've got a block, you might put the block underneath your leg, underneath your knee. You might stick it underneath your private bits wherever you feel comfortable. And you're just holding it there. You're not doing more than that, you're just holding it, holding it, holding it. Now we've got to come out of it. So the idea is to pull this front knee backwards, but sometimes, so doing that, but sometimes the brain goes, no. So the leg that's at the front, if you need to, you can roll onto the side that the leg's out the front. And then you'll find that you can pull the legs in a bit easier. So let's try the other side. Coming back onto our knees. So bringing the foot through the hands. Push forward and then see if you can bring that back leg back a little bit. Then lean back and lift the toe up. Then you're wiggling and trying to push that foot forward. It might get to a point where you don't want to go any further, but you might be able to move the back leg back a little bit more. You might be able, I've lost my block now. I've moved it over too far. So just holding it there. And we're going to pull it back. Or roll, whichever's easier to get out. And we've got to do it 1 more time. Sorry. So, pushing forward, moving that leg back at the back. Pushing back, lifting that toe up. Give it a wiggle. Make sure that both hands are down. Hold it here. Just breathe. As you breathe out, feel as if the weight's being pushed right through the middle of the legs. And again, we're pulling that leg in. And we're going to change sides. So bringing the foot forward. Push forward into the knee. Move the back leg. Push backwards, lift the foot. Wiggle the foot. Keep pulling them feet back. And just breathe. And then we're going to pull back. So from here, we're going to lie ourselves down.